Hi, good day. In this second series of presentation on Tamil Nadu power, I am going to talk about extra high voltage DC grids and growth in power sector in Tamil Nadu. Around 2010, Tamil Nadu faced unscheduled long outages due to shortage of electrical power. Indian government pumped in AC and DC power to reduce the outages. For better network stability, Indian government brings in large power with 9 extra high voltage DC grids from generators to user end. You can see a typical side on the right hand side top. Power is harnessed from neighboring countries also. We may likely to get electrical power from hydro stations of Sri Lanka, and the next third slide shows the energy received from Bhutan, Bangladesh and other neighboring countries. And Tamil Nadu feeding nodes are Pugalur, Namakkal and Rameswaram. The bottom table lists the existing extra high voltage DC grids. In 1989, between Sailaru and Basur, 200 kV DC line to transmit 100 megawatt is set up by ABB. The second one is set up at 1990 between Rigan, UP and Delhi, 500 kV line to transmit 1500 megawatt with the know-how from ABB. 1999, Chandrapur to Butki at a voltage of 500 kV, about 1500 megawatt is transmitted with the know-how from ABB. Again, after a lapse of about 4 years, 2003, a large amount of power, about 2500 megawatt, is transported from Orissa to Karnataka at 500 kV with the know-how from Siemens. Then again, a long gap of 2010, we started having power transportation between Malleswaram, Palwadi, about 500 kV, same 2500 megawatt, and the know-how is from Siemens. 2012, from Mundra to Mohindra Hath, power is transported at 500 kV, about 2500 megawatt, by the know-how of Siemens. By 2016, between Chamba and Kurukshetra, about 6000 megawatt is transported at 800 kV by Alstom, French company. At the same year, between Agra and Viswanath, about 6000 megawatt is transported at 800 kV by ABB know-how. 2019, Raikhar to Pugalur, Tamil Nadu, about 6000 megawatt is being transported at 800 kV by ABB. The next slide shows the typical Indian standards and growth in Tamil Nadu. The right-hand side figure shows the different states of Tamil Nadu. For safe high voltage DC installation, the service Indian standards are coming up to maintain this extra high voltage lines and power apparatus by Central Power Research Institute, Bangalore, National Power Training Institute and Power Grid, both from head office at Haryana, and the different suppliers like ABB, Siemens, Alstom, and other experts within the country are writing them, and they are in progress. 765 kV DC grid to pool Tamil Nadu wind energy is in progress, and the magnetic effect of the extra high voltage DC on human beings living near the transmission line is to be observed. It's like we do magnetic resonance imaging in the medical scan to check our tissues. Next, we will see the typical electrical power growth indicators in the year 2012 to now 2019 to 20. The consumption units per head has increased from 1040 to 1340, and the number of consumers have grown from 2.3 crores to 2.86 crores out of 7 crore population. And consumer type: domestic, commercial, agriculture, and rural and industry is in 2012 they are 66, 13, 8.7, 9 and 2.4, which has changed or increased in the domestic side to 70 and commercial side decreased to 12, agriculture side decreased to 7, rural dropped to 4, industrial slightly increased to 2.5. The maximum consumed energy in trillion kilowatt hour per year is 0.077 in 2012. It has increased to 0.11 trillion units. Maximum demand has increased from 10,859 megawatt to 16,151 megawatt. And the tariff, a marginal change from 2012 it was 3 rupees to 5.75. In 2019-20 every 100 units plus 3 to 10 rupees. Ministry of Power evaluated 41 utilities operating in India, and they have given a rank of 33 out of 41, and with a remark, it's below average operational and financial performance. Looking at the first rank utility, Dakshin Gujarat Wijaya Company Limited, the consumption units in Gujarat per head has risen to 1,733, and the line losses, you can see the middle slide, middle figure, dropping down from 32 to something like around 20, and consumer distribution, agriculture about 27%, domestic about 15%, and the industry about 34%, providing them large amount of revenue. We are coming to the summary and the conclusion part of this presentation. Tamil Nadu will get extra electrical power proportional to growth in peak demand due to extra high voltage DC grid. That's a very good news for Tamil Nadu. And Tamil Nadu EV engineers are to be trained to new improved technology in operation, repair and replacement parts of extra high voltage AC, which is going up to 765 kV AC now from 400 kV, and DC system up to 800 kV. Extra high voltage system uses not mechanical switches. They use MOSFET semiconductor switching technology and power apparatus using not by oil but by pressurized dangerous gas like sulfur hexafluoride and the imported eco gas. Reactive power compensation with L and C because of the DC line, protection relays to be used for DC circuit, high voltage DC circuit, and safety and online condition monitoring instruments to check SF6 leak and the safe operation of different apparatus. So Tamil Nadu EB has to move from offline to online condition monitoring techniques, calibration of the different sensors, and the data analysis, and the repair after identification have to be done. Storm and cyclone outages, average age prediction as 15 years using failure rate analysis done between 2009 to 2013 by TNEB with a 196 failed transformer. That's very low compared to international average of 60 years to 120 years. Transmission loss prediction, reduction and steps to spread customer base to industries and agriculture to increase revenue will be a challenges. Tamil Nadu EB employs 70,000 people and pays about 7,887 crores rupees for maximum demand of 16,500 megawatt. Repair and maintenance payment is around 650 crores. Competitive other Indian utilities may enter for business. State health problem due to extra high voltage AC 765 kV and DC 800 kV electromagnetic effect may start occurring. The conclusion is more challenging time for Tamil Nadu with extra high voltage operation, and competition from other industries may improve Tamil Nadu job opportunities and standard of living. Thank you.